Hey everybody, this is Northern Life, wishing you all a lovely Wednesday during this beautiful month of July we've been having. The weather has just been fantastic the last couple weeks. We haven't seen much rain, thank gosh. I was sick of that rain. Leave it behind.
Get out of here, rain. Also, if you haven't noticed, the three of us are more on the same plane now.
Yes.
That's because we got brand new Northern Life stools in the studio. So, big thanks to Home Furniture. Yeah, they really set us up. I mean, you can't really see from that angle, but Hunter, you want to lift up your stool?
Look at that thing. Isn't that awesome?
That is stunning. Side shot. Wow.
Fine stool if I've ever seen one.
That's fancy is what it is.
So for the folks at home, we thought Briggs got to sit while the two of us had to stand. Briggs was standing.
I'm just that short. These guys are tall.
And he's still shorter than us.
I know. I requested a pillow or something to sit on so I can look more even keel with you all.
Same plane. But big thanks to Home Furniture. We're looking good.
I gotta say, I don't sit too often on TV. I'm not good at posture. So I'm gonna be slouching forward. I gotta practice a lot more with the back,
and it's such a low back too. You can really just kind of get back here and just lounge.
Seriously, these are
over here.
so comfortable. My gosh.
Oh, we lucked out. Well, hey, coming up today, we're back with our favorite parts of this week here on Northern Life. It's another Does It Work product with Rachel Hackbarth. Today, it's the $13 Magic Squeeze Cup, turning your favorite drink into a slushie almost instantly.
And then coming up after that, we're gonna get to your viewer comments and messages, including a comment from a viewer who got to come see 9 to 5 the musical, plus another thoughtful gift from Northome, Minnesota.
Where the heck is that?
Northome, Minnesota.
Lehigh Falls.
It's in our region. We love you, Northome.
Gotta add them to your maps.
Hunter's gonna look at a map.
I apologize.
But first, since we were talking about how Shrek 5 is coming to theaters in 2026, Hunter's mother was so kind to send me a throwback video of Mr. Hunter here. So let's first play the video and maybe get some context from Hunter after it.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Excuse me.
I believe that's what you call nightmare fuel.
Why? What happened here?
First off, start coaching my mom to stop sending videos to Ryan. Whoa, that's an oldie.
Tough.
So this is an inside joke for me and my brother. It was his last day of high school, and he said, at the beginning of the school year, he said, on my last day, I want to see you dressed up as Shrek. Just randomly. I don't know why he said that.
Like in the halls at school?
No, well, when he came home or something, at some point in time throughout the day. So he forgot about it throughout the whole year, but I remembered, and I bought a Shrek mask off of Amazon, and it came, and I had the outfit, and we have an outhouse at our place, and so I was literally in a swamp. Our house was built on a swamp. It was so fitting. So Colton got home, and later on in that video, you can actually see Colton coming down. He has no idea, and then I burst out, and I said, "What are you doing in my swamp?" And he's just dying laughing. It was the funniest
what a good brother you are to remember that. That's sweet. That's what got Colton through his senior year, huh?
Exactly. It was Shrek. Hunter is Shrek.
I could finally graduate.
Walk across the stage, I guess.
Never have to come back home to Hunter, but now you guys live together, so.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Now he's sick of me.
Do you still have that mask?
Yes, I do, somewhere. I think it's in our band trailer along the next side of the White Castle burgers that have been in there for 5 years. There's somewhere in there. I don't know. But thanks a lot, Mom, for sending that video.
That was fun. Well, now to another hilarious video we just have to share from a Duluth Huskies baseball game this week. Apparently, at each game, they hold a mascot race, asking kids to come out and race the characters, right? Well, our very own Daniel Chiarelli in our sports department decided to put Harley Husky to the test. Midway through the 6th inning, you could see him just jogging along there. Daniel tells us he thought it'd be a fun challenge, but as you can see, a little kid passes him.
He almost lost to a kid.
Right?
It's like half his height.
I know, and you can't even see. Look, Harley's way in front of him.
Yeah.
Daniel's got to put in a little extra effort there. He made sure to let us know the video doesn't actually show the 2-second head start Harley the mascot got. So excuses.
I know. Daniel's not wearing a mascot costume. Harley Husky Lover's, he's cooking. Yeah.
Just goes to show you don't have to be athletic to do sports here at KBJR. So that's awesome.
Wow.
We include everybody here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Do you want
unathletic people?
So true. Daniel was actually a mascot he dressed as the Florida Panthers mascot one time.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's from Florida. He told us that. It's like
really
a
cool.
rat for some reason. He gave us the backstory. It's a very long story.
Yeah.
Was he in sports? He must have been in sports back in like high
so.
school and possibly college, perhaps.
I think so.
Good for him.
Good
Big
for you,
hockey
Jamie.
fan.
Didn't lose to the kid.
No, that's true.
Let's show some love for northern Minnesota. A list by the New York Times was listing some of the best pizza joints in the world, and they specifically pointed out Zorba's and their Loudon Special Pie. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Loudon, which is topped with pepperoni, jalapenos, and extra cheese with a tomato peanut butter base. And so that submission comes from a Las Vegas resident who calls it the greatest Mexican-Italian pizza joint in the world. And while the New York Times specifically focused on the Detroit Lakes spot, the chain's first location, which opened in the late 60s, Zorba's does have 11 locations across Minnesota, including one in Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Wow, I've actually had that pizza before.
Was it good?
It was really good. It's been like 10 years since I've had it, but it was fantastic. The spiciness combined with like the peanut butter, it was a weird surprise, but it all actually went really well together for some reason.
Especially tomato and peanut butter.
Yes.
Right.
It was a weird combination, but it worked. It worked for some reason. I don't know if it's the best pizza on the planet, but it is very good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've been finding I like peanut butter on pretty much anything. Peanut butter on burgers.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
I tried a bite of one. I haven't actually ordered one because I feel like it'd be like a little too much to eat the whole thing, but
Yeah.
I thought it was really tasty. The Velvet Elvis, I think they call it sometimes, especially at Tavern on the Hill here in
Yes.
Duluth.
So
Tasty
good.
stuff.
Put
Good
egg on
combo.
top too. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, peanut butter and an egg. Wow. Well, even though we'll see athletes getting medals in Paris later this month, it's time for pets to take the podium in the first ever Chewy Games. Pets can show off their talents and win up to $1,000 in Chewy gift cards. The online retailer is looking for pets' best zoomies, best tricks, and best nap positions to be coined Chewy Champion. To enter, you just have to share your pet's talent on social media using the hashtag Chewy Games 2024.
Cool. Best Zoomies will be a lot of fun videos.
Yes.
A lot of fun videos.
We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. It's a product that's gone viral on TikTok. The makers of the Magic Squeeze Cup say it turns your favorite drink into a Slurpee in just minutes.
Yeah, Rachel Hackbarth puts it to the test in this week's Does It Work?
Becky Cole makes it snow even in the summer months, making these icy creations. But she's never seen this before. It's a $12.99 Magic Squeeze slushie cup. The product is going viral on TikTok for turning your favorite drink into a slushie, the makers claim, almost instantly.
Well, I think it looks like a lot of fun. You turn your favorite drink into kind of a slushie.
The instructions say after freezing our cup, all we have to do is pour in a chilled beverage and
Step 3 says put on the lid and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
the makers claim those 3 simple steps will leave us with an icy Slurpee.
All right, let's see. You can feel the crystals in there maybe? Is that what's making it?
No snow just yet.
Are those little crystals at all? Is it doing anything?
That might just be soda fizz, but it does say it takes just minutes.
But once we hit the minute mark,
Oh yeah, we're getting some slushy now.
So it is turning into a slushie?
the more time we add, the more slush we see.
And you know what I like, what I can tell already, is that is nice, soft slush. It's not gonna be crunchy.
This is our final product. It took us only a few minutes to make. Becky thinks this can be a little tiring, but overall it's fun and something kids would love.
Well, I think it's pretty neat. It does what it promises to do. You have turned my favorite beverage into a slushie.
For Does It Work? I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
Interesting.
You know, I kind of like it. It's one of those products I think that I would use twice, and then it would sit on my shelf for 10 years before I throw it away.
Right.
But I would probably buy it. You know.
It could be fun for kids, you know. They might have the time and the energy to want to sit there and squeeze the cup for a minute
Is it
long.
a minute long? You have to squeeze it.
I think I would get a little tired of that. After 15 seconds, I'd be like, all right, well, I'm just going to go to the gas station and get my dollar slushie or whatever.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is that when I was growing up, my dad would usually just get a cup and he would pour the liquid in it and then he would let it hang out in the freezer for however long, and it would automatically freeze itself. Sometimes, you know, you have to wait an hour because you put it in there for too long.
Sure,
But most
sure.
of the time it would just freeze on its own, which would turn kind of into a slushie.
Yeah.
Like kind of what I do with coffee or Diet Coke or things like that.
And no squeezing required.
No squeezing required.
No.
Yeah, you have to like break it up with like a spoon sometimes or something.
Sure.
But I mean, you don't have to buy the $13 product.
Right. A little less energy expenditure, but a little more time. You got to wait for your treat.
It also kind of does look like those products that you kind of see like more of at like a Goodwill shelf, you know? Like
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
this was a craze for a long time, kind of like the shake weight.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're all non-existent.
Tough.
Yep.
Before we get to our viewer comments after the break, I do want to point out this one we got from Tracy, who messaged us saying, just got back from seeing 9 to 5 at the Duluth Playhouse, and I had to let Ryan know that he did a great job. And that is so true, Tracy. I was at the 9 to 5 Saturday.
Yeah, the matinee
showing. Yes, a huge thank you to Ryan because I got to sit with his family and enjoy the show, so that was lovely. But I was so impressed. Like, I know that Ryan's been going to the rehearsal for hours and hours.
I have.
But I cannot believe that they were able to put that show together with just like, honestly, what amounts to be a short amount of time practicing together. It was only like, what, 6 weeks?
6 weeks, yep. And then that final week is mainly doing all the technical things. I mean, you probably saw all those set pieces moving around.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we can even fit all that stuff backstage and in the back hallway, because we have all these props too that people got to remember where everything's at. So our stage manager and tech teams are just fantastic too to just keep track of everything that's going on, because it certainly is a lot.
Remind us again, how long are rehearsals every single day when you were doing it?
It was like 6 to 10.
Yeah,
so yeah, about 4 hours.
But every single day.
Yeah.
And after working here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So,
really fun moments during the show too. I don't want to spoil anything, but Ryan does come out in an interesting costume at one point.
You enjoyed that part?
I thought that was my favorite part.
That
it
part,
was hilarious.
Say the least. Yeah. But it was nice having family up and having you there too to enjoy it. Yeah, it was a nice afternoon.
Me and my family have our tickets for this weekend.
Whoa.
So yeah, so we're gonna have to see. I'm super excited to see it.
Critics are in town.
Gene Shalit over here.
Gonna see it in the Northern News Now opinion section, talking about your thoughts on the show. This guy was terrible. And also, I just wanted to add on to that with a quick thing about how this month of July is actually marking my 1 year since I returned to the Northern News television station. So I started back again on July 5th alongside our producer Keith Groen. A couple of my favorite videos here from my time back.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a favorite moment of yours.
That's me on a daily basis too, just trying to fix my my back pain too. So not even when I'm trying to put down a whole burger and fries, but it certainly has been a lot of fun being back at the station, especially with you two, and we get to do a lot of fun things. Talking about the long nights with the rehearsals and everything. There are some days are more stressful than others, but the fact we get to just talk about our lives and get to broadcast and share news with you all and keep you updated and informed is really special. So happy to be back, and I love doing what I'm doing.
Let's go. Wow. I was so excited when I heard that you were coming back a year ago. I can't believe it's been a year already.
Yeah,
it's flown by.
Yeah.
So it's cool to continue to have you here, and hopefully many more years all three of us get to work together. Knock on plexiglass.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes probably to our we've got stools now. We've come a long way since our our first Northern Life days when we were standing so far apart too. So we're figuring things out here, and we're happy you're here for the ride.
Absolutely.
So hey, still ahead here on this Northern Life show. A viewer comment from a few weeks ago turns into a special delivery to our station. We'll show off some special cards next. Welcome back, everybody. It's always fun to get some snail mail, and we were lucky enough to get another beautiful handmade card from Mandy in Northome, Minnesota, a place Hunter just learned about.
It's Coochin County, by the way.
I don't know if you can. So Mandy actually sent back in April. She sent us another card. It's actually in our little collection over there, the Northern Life branded one. But she wanted to send us this card, and so she said, "Hello, everybody. I hope you and the crew like the cards. You all make me smile and sometimes laugh. Thank you. Sometimes I need a good laugh to make the day better. So thanks for sending those, Mandy." Mandy was also the comment a couple weeks ago. There's the card over in the collection.
So cute.
But she was the one who said how many people are on the crew, and so we were trying to rattle off everybody. And so she actually sent us 6 of these for Seth and Keith and our executive producer Ben too, saying laughter is the best medicine. And then also she sent us. She said this newspaper is something I thought you would like if you would like to come to the fair in Northome if you can. Talking about how the Coochin County Fair is going on from August 9th to the 11th in Northome, Minnesota, and apparently this year it is the 118th year of that event, with a parade on that Saturday, a country music jam on that Sunday, along with other fun events throughout that weekend too. So thanks, Mandy.
I'm gonna have to look at this because when I was looking up some details about the Coochin County Fair, it talked about some kind of there it is, scenic sinkhole scramble.
Oh,
what is that?
I have no idea, Mandy. If you're out
might
there
be a
watching,
golf scramble.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking like maybe you had to search for something in a sinkhole.
Oh. Or maybe making scrambled eggs in a sinkhole.
All sounds fun.
If you know Mandy or any of our other Northome viewers, let us know. But big thanks to sending us those wonderful cards.
Yeah, it looks like a great time, too. And we were thrilled to visit Superior last week on our Your Town tour, where we broadcast live from different communities. It was so much fun. We got great feedback from you all, too. A friend of the show, Viv, said, I love what you guys are doing with this for the summer. We have a lot of great places around here, and your exposure gives people the opportunity to go check them out for themselves. So kudos to your team. Thanks, you, Viv.
We love you, Viv.
We're getting ready to go to Hayward, and then later this year, obviously, we usually do the the Bayfield Apple Fest thing. So if you have ideas for us to go visit something in Hayward or Bayfield, let us know.
Also, can't believe we're already halfway through our live shows for the season so far.
Yeah, we're cruising.
Summer has scooted by. I honestly don't know where it went.
We got some loyal viewers out there. That includes Leanna, who said, love your show. Watch from Eveleth, Minnesota every weekday. So big thanks to Leanna for watching our show.
I love Eveleth.
Then after I shared the video of Harry refusing to jump off my in-laws' dock while we visited them the other weekend, I mentioned how I didn't understand why Harry doesn't really enjoy the water so much. But then we got some awesome info from Maryland, who says, she was a breeder of Great Pyrenees. She says they don't like water, but they can swim. Their background breeding is to guard herds of sheep and livestock in the Pyrenees Mountains where there's no lakes. Makes sense, makes a lot of sense. But I did bring Harry and our other dog, CJ, to the beach the other day, and look at him go.
He's cooking. He says, Mom, I can swim. I don't know what you're talking about on your show that you do.
He probably heard me. We leave the show on for him to watch, during the day when he's at work, and so he has something to watch.
He took it personally.
He did. He's like, I'll show you. I'll paddle around. He did great, though. He even fetched a stick in the water. Yeah, it was so cute. I'm like, I've never seen this side of you, buddy.
You're going to have to bring him to some mountains now, see how well he does.
There we go.
Or bring him to a herd of sheep or something. And we talked the other day about the towns and cities that were incredibly difficult to pronounce, and in our neck of the woods, too. We got a great one from our friend Cheryl that didn't quite make the list. She says, most people can't pronounce Pokegama.
Yes.
Every time I see it on paper, I kind of want to say Pokey due to Pokemon.
Yes.
Yep.
But Pokegama is what we got there. So big thanks to sending that comment in.
Yeah. Coming up after the break, we take a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show. We'll be right back.
Before we go, it is easy to be mad at your parents when you're a kid, and in Philadelphia, a father of two boys dropped a home run ball the other night by Philly's Kyle Schwarber, and the two young boys were upset at their dad for quite literally dropping the ball. One brother you'll see here on the left could not believe it. The other was so upset, he smacked his dad on the back, but thankfully later on in the game, an usher at Citizens Bank Park came over and handed the boy a ball, and the usher got a big hug in return.
I hope Dad got a hug in return.
I don't think there's any footage of that kid hugging his dad. So as you can see, your little slap on the back saying, "Hey, you asked me to catch the ball during Little League practice. Why aren't you catching the ball here in the big league?" Tough.
Oh, that is tough. That poor dad. He's gonna not live that down for a while. Tomorrow we have an absolutely great time shooting this story that we're gonna show you tomorrow. We go grocery shopping with Agewell Arrowhead. We'll talk about the services they provide, including bringing groceries to seniors who can stay in the comfort of their own home. So we'll bring you to Super One tomorrow here on Northern Life.
Yeah, what a great group, and we had a lot of fun just grocery shopping too. Yeah.
It was a blast. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.